flying high. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new
Well, welcome everybody back to the Goat Locker Racing Network. We're here with the Nasties Fundraiser event. This is qualifying race number 1 on tap. We're going to do 30 laps here in the Xfinity cars here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And Jamie, we got a super cool event going on tonight.
Oh, we do. It's a big, huge event. Thanks to our friends at Nasty's Restaurant and Bar in Hilliard, Ohio. They're doing a fundraiser for us tonight, and we're putting on this big race. We got a main event. It's going to be 120 laps here coming a little bit later this evening. But before we do that, we're going to have 2 qualifying races to give some guys a chance that aren't necessarily race winners here at Goat Locker Racing. We're going to give them a shot to get in. So we're going to run 2 races. The top 8 from each one will transfer into the main. The other people that don't make it in, we appreciate you coming out and giving it your best, but we're definitely going to roll with the 36 tonight in the main, and cannot wait to see how these shake out, because these races are going to be straight up 30-lap shootouts. No other way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, here with these Xfinity cars at Las Vegas, I mean, they're going to be bad fast too. I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of on-throttle time. We're under the lights, so from what we were seeing in practice, I mean, this is going to be a fast one for sure. You know, in a little bit different format, just like you were talking about as well. These guys don't have a fast repair here tonight, so they're going to really have to pay attention to what's going on. There is no safety net. Once they're out, they're out. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of these guys approach it. It is a sprint. I mean, it's only 30 laps. So do you be aggressive? Do you protect your car? Do you kind of get through? We're probably going to see a couple cautions and then get aggressive with it. I don't know, but like you said, man, I'm excited. I'm ready to get this race underway and just see how these guys get after it tonight. And then, of course, that main event. I mean, we're going to put 36 cars here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and get after it and raise a whole bunch of money to support what we're doing here at Goat Locker Racing for our nation's warriors and first responders. So should be a damn good time tonight. Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Well, I think we're going to have fun regardless of
Okay.
how it works out for them. It may not be a whole lot of fun for those guys out there on the track because, as you said, no fast repair. We have turned iRacing cautions off. The only cautions will get thrown will come from race control, and they've been instructed that unless there's an issue at the front of the field, to keep that flag in their back pocket. So should see 30 laps from green to checkers here. It may not look that way, but that's what we should get tonight. So, man, hopefully they put on a good show for us. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they approach this 30-lap sprint, but the grid is set. So let's go through our starting lineup here tonight. 10 drivers are going to take the field. You're going to see a couple guys at the end, but we're not actually racing. So Eric Martinez gets the pole here tonight with a lap time of 30.054. So congratulations to him in that 00. Greg, we're back to this whole thing where I don't even know how to pronounce people's names. Bontrager? Yeah, we're just going to move on. Hey, congratulations, Craig. Good old Indiana boy there in that 49. Going to sit on that outside pole. Charlie Harcum going to roll off third in the 26 there from B&H Racing. Jesse Necula, who oddly enough is racing in a Toyota, and I really don't understand that one, but good to have Jesse back. Good to see him starting fourth here in this qualifying race. Timothy Wilms is going to roll off in fifth. Sean Cuss in sixth. Chuck Pegleg Feltz in that number 75, rolling off seventh. Eighth is going to be Jonathan Barker. Ninth, Bobby Germain, and rounding out tonight's qualifying race, Charles Hauser in that number 7 machine.
Should be a stout field. Before we get going here, I do want to give a shout out to our good buddy Doug Ellingson. Doug's feeling a little bit under the weather right now. He can't be out here racing tonight. I know he wanted to be, but just Doug, we're thinking about you and hope he gets better soon, buddy. Miss having you out here.
Yeah, for sure. The whole Ellingson family has been a mainstay here at Go Locker Racing, and we hate to see a man down in this situation, but hopefully he's recovering well. Get back out here on track with us, and hopefully he's tuned in here tonight as well. But as the cars get rolling here, this race is getting ready to get underway. And again, I mean, 8 guys are going to transfer over to the main event that starts at 8 p.m. here tonight. So 2 of these cars going home. I tell you, one of the cool things about this, Jamie, has been to see some of the guys come back into Go Locker Racing. We've had some guys that have raced with us in the past that are come back for this event, like Jesse Necula and a few guys that you're going to see here tonight. So it has been awesome to see how many people want to be involved with this event. I think we got more people signed up for this thing than we ever imagined.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you talking, we've got probably 20. There should have been 25 drivers. We got a couple of people that are missing out of this race. Unfortunately, George Jewell apparently had an incident today, hurt his knee. He can't race tonight. Not sure what happened to Mike Pertosa. Another person, a newcomer to the league, is dealing with those tornadoes that are going through Nebraska right now, or went through this morning, whenever that was. But so we're missing this field's a little bit light, but all total, we had 25 people sign up just for the qualifiers. And then there was already 20 people locked into the main event. So that right there was a field of over 40 drivers that jumped at the opportunity to participate in this. And green flag's out, so we're off and racing.
Yeah, Eric takes off with a great start there. Shoots out to the lead, clears everybody else as we see Charlie Harcum and Craig there. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name anymore. Racing side by side for that second position, but Charlie Harcum gets a hell of a launch off it too, and he might go up there and challenge Eric here for the lead.
Yeah, I'm being told that that's Craig Bontrager.
All right, I'll work with that one. Bontrager.
Bontrager.
Yeah,
so,
I'm just going to continue to butcher it. We know how things go.
Well, he may not know. He's kind of a newcomer here, but he's going to learn. I gotta be honest, I'm really surprised to see Eric Martinez running that car up higher like that he's doing and getting away with it. I thought after that start he would jump down to the white line, but even now he's still staying a lane or two up off of that. We'll see how that plays out for him.
Yeah, I mean, typically that's something I don't remember seeing here at Las Vegas, running a little bit mid to high line. I mean, usually it's a bottom feeding kind of track, but Charlie Harcum now is just kind of following Eric right now, thinking, hey, he's got the line. Let me see what I can do here. As we kind of look back here, Craig's running in third. Let's look back at Jesse Necula right now, running in fourth position. Timothy Wilms running back in fifth. And there's Sean Gus in that number 13 machine running in sixth. Chuck Pegleg Felts right now in a transfer spot running in seventh. We got Jonathan Barker in eighth in the last transfer spot right now. And then Bobby Germain in that 42 machine running ninth. And Charles Howard in that number 7. Gets up into the wall there a little bit. 5 seconds back of our leader right now and losing all kinds of time after getting into the wall there. But we'll go back up front and check in on our leader. As Charlie Harcum is putting a whole lot of pressure on Eric Martinez right now.
Yeah, he is. He keeps kind of peeking to the inside there off of corner exit, but he just ends up falling back in line with him. So I think he probably feels like he's faster, but he knows it's safe right now that he's going to move on to the main. So probably no reason to go after him and force an issue at lap 5.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, some of these guys right now might be just riding here a little bit, knowing that they're in a good spot. But I don't think Charlie's content right now as he makes the move around the 00 of Eric Martinez, move Charlie Harcum to the lead.
And that's bringing Craig Bontrager right along with him. He looks like he's looking to move into the second spot here with Jesse Necula right on his bumper. So it's tight up here in the top 4.
Yeah, as we are coming up on lap number 7 of our scheduled 30 here tonight in this qualifying race for the Nasties Fundraiser event. Been some awesome racing here so far. Charlie Harcum starting to put a little bit of a gap on the field as he's moved out to a half a second over this battle for second position between Eric Martinez and Craig Bontrager. I think I got it right that time, Jamie.
It sounds good.
All right.
Even if it's not right, sounds good.
I mean, we gotta knock the rust off a little bit. It has been a long time since me and you jumped up in the booth and even produced one of these broadcasts. We used to do it all the dang time, but had to kind of knock the rust off here a little bit. So it might not be the prettiest show on earth, but we're going to try to make it as entertaining as we can. As now Jesse Necula moves around Eric Martinez. So Eric Martinez is kind of in a little bit of trouble right now as he's fallen back to the 4th position.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how much did he hurt that car by pushing it that hard on the opening laps and running up on that higher line. Just like I said, it's just not something we normally see here at Vegas, and running that higher line is going to wear those tires out faster. So he's okay for now, but he don't have too much further to drop before he's going to be in danger of not making it into the cutoff.
As we take a look back on Charles Hauser right now, who is over 8 seconds back of the leader, just having some struggles here tonight at Las Vegas, but love to see him out here, giving it a shot. Never know what can happen if a caution comes out or one of those types of things, but he does not look comfortable behind the wheel of that number 7 machine right now. And then Bobby Germain, he's about almost a second back of that transfer spot, so he's got to start picking up the pace here as we're already a third of the way through this race.
Yep. But Bobby's pretty smart, so I'm pretty sure he's got a plan. We'll see. I mean, he can't let it get too far away from him here, but come lap 20, I think you're really going to start to see some comers and goers. So I think that point is when we'll start seeing Bobby Germain make his move towards the front. Right now, I'd like to give a shout out to that number 13 car, Sean Gus. He's looking pretty slick there in that above the yellow line paint scheme. It is on a Toyota, which not a big fan of, but pretty good looking car nonetheless.
It's a damn good looking car, and we appreciate Sean running that paint scheme for our friends over at Above the Yellow Line with Taylor Kitchen. One of these days, I think we probably ought to get back on that podcast with her. As we take a look back here, Jonathan Barker and Chuck Pegleg Felts were kind of dicing it up there for a little bit, but they've fallen back into line, and those are our last 2 transfer cars right now. Bobby Germain still lurking back there as he is keeping in touch. You might be right. I mean, Bobby Germain is a very smart racer, and he might be saving some tire here to see if he can catch up. But it looks like we do have a battle for the lead as Craig Bontrager and Charlie Harcum are dicing it up, and Jesse Necula is right there as well.
Yeah, they were getting door to door there as we were talking about some other drivers, but yeah, it's getting busy up front right now. Got a 3-car battle going on. Jesse Necula is just sitting there waiting patiently for the two of them to get tangled up, and he's going to sneak on by them.
Yeah, it is a 3-car dogfight for the lead right now, and Craig Bontiger has, well, he's going to lead this lap, but can't seem to quite clear that number 26 car.
I think he might get him this time. He got Charlie way up the track there in the middle of 1 and 2, so I think he's definitely got him cleared, and he's going to be at the point now for the 49, new leader.
Well, let's go behind the wheel of Jesse Necula's car as he's back there in the 3rd position. You can see him pull up beside Charlie Harcum right now, battling for 2nd. Craig Bontiger out to the lead right now, and he's pulled out to almost a half a second. Jesse Necula clears for 2nd place.
Yeah, and that would make Craig our halfway leader. And for those watching, and we'll be watching later on for the main event, we will be giving an award out for the leader at the halfway mark. Not for this race, but if this was in the main event, Craig would be our halfway leader.
As we look out the back bumper of Craig Bontiger's car, and we see Jesse Necula getting closer and closer. I don't think it's over of who's going to actually win this qualifying race here tonight. We'll take a look back at the cut line right now and take a look at Bobby Germain. Still about 7
He's closing. That gap's getting smaller. Gap is getting smaller to 7th place, or to 8th place. I'm sorry.
That is Jonathan Barker and Chuck Phelps still kind of dicing it up a little bit. I think Barker wants to get around him, but just can't quite figure it out. But both of those guys need to step on the gas, or Bobby Germain's going to catch up here. Eric Martinez right now, our early race leader, has fallen back to the 5th position, but comfortably in a transfer spot. Timothy Wilms has moved up to the 4th position. I haven't called that 86 number too much here tonight, but a good solid run for him.
Yeah, Eric did a good job of stopping that bleeding from earlier on. I think he's settled in, running a much smoother race now. I think he just got a little excited there at the beginning, winning that pole, and wanted to get out there, and he probably just thought he would lead all 30 laps, but he's done a really good job since that point.
So take a look up front. The gap has kind of remained the same. It goes in between about 0.4 to half a second between Jesse Necula and Craig Bontiger. There we go. As we look out the front of Jesse Necula's right car, is Craig Bontiger is ever so slightly pulling away.
I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. I mean, we really didn't know what to expect. I think I shouldn't say I'm surprised. I'm just going to say I'm impressed that that they've raced this hard and raced this cleanly with such a short race, because we're closing in on 10 laps to go here. This thing's almost over, and they've just done a hell of a job. The whole field has done great.
As we look back at the cut line one more time, and you can see it on the left-hand side of your screen on the scoring pylon, Bobby Germain's fallen back to about 1.1 seconds of Jonathan Barker right now. So, and as you just said, Jamie, I mean, we got less than 10 laps to go here. So if Bobby Germain's going to make this main event, he has really got to put the hammer down. Yeah, I am with you 100%, Jamie. This has been an outstanding race so far. These guys have raced hard, kept it exceptionally clean, and just put on a show for the audience here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of rooting for Bobby Jermaine here. I'm hoping he's going to step it up and then get after it and get into this main because I see he's got right now roofing on the hood of that car. So I can't wait to get done with these broadcasts so I can hop in that right now roofing Camaro and get after it in the main. And I want to see Bobby there with that right now roofing on the hood of his car as well. So come on, Bobby, let's go.
I don't know, Jamie. He is now almost 1.7 seconds back,
Yeah,
so he is losing time to that transfer spot, and which now belongs to Jonathan Barker in that number 77 machine. Looks like Chuck Phelps has kind of pulled away from him a little bit, so everybody right now kind of riding in line. Not too many side-by-side battles going on. Looks like Eric Martinez and Timothy Wilms are dicing it up a little bit, and there's Charlie Harcum getting beside Jesse Necula. So Necula falling back off of Craig Bontager. And the battle's on for second spot right now as Charlie Harcum's trying to move that number 26 machine up into that runner-up spot. Not able to do it that lap as we are winded down on the final 5 laps here. Craig Bontager out to almost a 1-second lead right now. He's going to get real disappointed when he gets disqualified for that Toyota. I feel bad for the guy. I really do. Them's the rules.
Wow. And Eric Martinez has made a move to the inside of the 86 of Timothy Wilms now. It looks like he's trying to take that spot back over, make his way up into fourth.
He definitely has. Right now, that transfer spot is well locked up with Jonathan Barker. As Bobby Jermaine has really fallen off at this point in time. He's about 2.4 seconds back of this transfer spot. And Jamie, I don't think we're going to catch a caution here tonight.
Yeah, it's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. Everybody's behaving themselves. I think they understand that, for the most part, they're all in a transfer spot. There's no reason to, push the issue to pick up another spot because it don't carry over.
Nope.
Might as well just stay where you're at and get ready for the main.
Well, don't tell that to Jonathan Barker as he continues to challenge Chuck Pegleg Phelps for that 7th position.
And if knowing Chuck's probably getting pretty annoyed because Chuck probably understands. Hey, dude, we're in the show.
Yeah.
No reason to do this right now. Let's just ride. But
yeah,
hey.
And wisely enough, Chuck backed out of it. He's like, "Hey, man, if you really want that 7th spot, you go for it. I'm still transferring to the main."
That's right. But it's hard. Yeah, you get out there and you just want to get every spot you can get. That's just the nature of it, and
Hey, we're all racers and competitors at the heart here, and Craig Bontager is just rolled away from the field right now. He is 1.5 seconds up now on Charlie Harcum, who's made the move around Jesse Necula. So, barring any cautions coming out, Craig is going to notch a win here tonight in this first qualifying race for the Nasties Fundraiser. And I tell you, what a show they have put on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a competitive race. I mean, Charles Hauser's kind of struggled a little bit, but really, even with Bobby Jermaine being a couple seconds back from the transfer spot, I mean, he's still only 6.7 seconds back from the lead. So,
Yep.
this whole field was quite competitive. Again, everybody did a fantastic job with this one. We're going to have a little bit bigger field for the second race, so not much, a few more people, I guess, but hopefully they can do the same thing for us. And we're going to stack this field of 36 or so tonight for the main. That's really going to be something.
Yeah, it is. And Craig Bontager is your winner here tonight. Qualifying race number 1 in the Nasties Fundraiser. Congratulations to him. Obviously, he's going to make the main event. And Charlie Harkin comes home in second. Jesse Necula in third. Eric Martinez recovers for a 4th place finish. Timothy Wilms finishes in 5th. Sean Gus in 6th. Jonathan Barker in 7th. And the last transfer spot goes to Chuck Pegleg Phelps. congratulations, man. Looks like Bobby Germain and Charles Hauser are going home here this evening. So, well, tell the audience when the next qualifying race is there, Jamie.
Well, I guess we will have time. Looks like we got about 20 minutes before the next race is going to start. We'll be picking back up with that one at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. So we'll have time to get our top three in here and do the interviews, and then we'll probably going to have to put up I don't know. I'm sure we got a waiting or a starting soon graphic to put up in the meantime, because we'll have to switch out to the race. But yeah, 6:15 Eastern Standard Time will be when we go back live for the second race. But stand by for post-race interviews from this one.
Yeah, as we're kind of waiting on a couple guys to come up in there, we'll put the graphic up for Nasties. You've probably seen it all over the place. You've seen it all over our social media. If you belong a part of our league or in Discord, you've seen it there. But we have a big fundraiser going on here tonight. We just finished up qualifying race number 1. And the goal is we're going to raise $2,500 so we could do another veteran sim rig. And we are well on our way to actually being able to do that. Huge fundraiser happening at Nasty's Restaurant and Bar there in Hilliard, Ohio. Hopefully they have a packed house tonight and they enjoy the show. But you can scan that QR code right now if you feel like donating. And be sure to tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Podium Esports is going to put on a hell of a broadcast as they do for us every Friday night. Same crew's coming back tonight to put on this show, so it is going to be a great time. Some of the same rules apply. No fast repairs, 120 laps, Xfinity cars. Man, it is going to be an absolute blast, so make sure that you tune in for that. But again, you can always scan that QR code and donate at any point in time. And really, maybe with just these qualifying races, man, we'll just talk to the race winner if we can find him.
That'll be coming up. It's coming.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do the race winners.
All right.
I need a break in between, you know? It's about me.
Yeah,
it's not.
That's fine.
You
I
know.
mean, we're kind of, it's a condensed schedule here, so.
Yeah. And come on, Craig Bontager. Actually, we can ask him how to pronounce his damn name. Look at us. Oh, they're all in there. Let's just grab a hold of the race winner.
All right.
Move to. Hey, Craig, it is Jamie and Pat up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do.
First and foremost, my friend, how the hell do you pronounce your last name?
Bontrager. Bontrager works really well. Yep.
Bontrager?
Bontrager. Yep.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that one. We went with Bontager. We were off.
Yeah, I get it. I've heard it a lot of different ways. Yep.
I can only imagine, man. Well, one, congratulations on the win here in this qualifying race here tonight. That's awesome, man. So just kind of take us through your race a little bit, and because you didn't start up front, but you made your way up front, and then there towards the end, you just started to pull away. So take us through your race, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew I wanted to run up front. I just wanted to pace myself there, and kind of saw Charlie and Eric coming back towards me, and so figured I had enough to keep it going and kept that pace, held that pace, and then once I got out front, it was just holding on to it and managing that right rear tire. So all in all, I couldn't ask for a smoother race for sure.
Well, Craig, congratulations, man, on getting the win here. That puts you in the main, and as winning the qualifying race, that puts you in the main without owing us any more money. So, congrats for that. We saw you at the middle part of the race where you and Charlie, he kind of came back, and you guys were door to door for a little bit. How willing were you to put up a big fight, knowing that you guys were already in a transfer spot there?
Right. Yeah, you're exact. I did not want to fight that hard. Right. I felt like I was holding my car too low and waiting on the throttle too long. But rather safe than sorry. There's no reason to get into Charlie there, and figured if I held out, maybe eventually that pace would break. And I was honestly starting to worry that him holding me down was going to start chewing tires up. But it ended up working out, and then was able to carry on.
So talk to us a little bit. What do you think? I mean, we got the main event coming up here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got 120 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I mean, how are you feeling after this qualifying race, and what do you think your chances are in the main event?
Yeah, nice confidence boost going into the main event for sure. Definitely feels good, but I was running really conservative, and I still feel like, we're losing rear grip there, 25, 30 laps in. So, that's going to be a factor all night long. I think tires are definitely going to be important here. A big goal of mine was just to keep lap times underneath 32 seconds for as long as I possibly could. And I think the better you could save your stuff to do that, the better you're going to be on a long run. There's lots of racing room here, so I feel like it shouldn't be a caution fest or anything like that. But we'll see as these tires wear down.
That's your cue, Jamie. You can go now.
Yeah, we got a little technical issue going on. So yeah, Craig, look, man, hey, be on the lookout. Ryan Penn will be shooting you a PM for the password for the main event. That's gonna practice for that. We'll open at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, again, congratulations. Can't wait to race with you there in the main event, and good luck the rest of the night, man.
Thanks, appreciate it. Looking forward to raising some money tonight.
Hell yeah, man. We'll see you in the main.
Thanks.
Alrighty, folks. Well, there is your qualifying race winner number 1. The next qualifying race will kick off at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, no.
Actually, something's gone wrong. It's the qualifying. It's already started for that, so we need to get going.
Oh, all right. Well, we're going to transfer over to the next race. I'm going to put you guys on a holding screen, and away we go. Stay tuned. Alrighty, folks. We are in qualifying race number 2. Qualifying is going on right now. About a minute left in that, so I guess we got bumped over here just in time. We got another stacked field here. Looks like right now 11 cars have taken time. So again, 8 cars are going to transfer from this over to the main event. If everything kind of holds where it's at right now, that means 3 cars from this qualifying race will be going home. So I don't know, Jamie. What do you think about this field and how this race is going to go? I mean, it was a clean one, the first one.
Yeah, I'm hoping right now. I'm just kind of frazzled with this whole thing. I think we've got some people maybe that haven't been able to get into this now because of what's happened. So yeah, hopefully it's as exciting as the last one, and we're going to have to fix some other issues. So I'm actually going to mute myself and do a driver's meeting for this race. So
Yeah,
I'll be back.
I guess it really depends on who you ask about being exciting. I mean, Ryan Pendleton said that the last race was a snooze fest, so maybe this one will be a little bit better. Who knows?
Oh, the first one was great. I mean, that's what we want, in these shootouts, is to not have cautions. Just they ended up spreading themselves out pretty good. I think everyone was smart and knew they were transferring. So yeah, maybe they'll mix it up a little bit more in this one.
Hopefully so here as we kind of get into it, but we got the starting grid. Everybody is getting ready to get this race underway here tonight. So your pole sitter here tonight, Mike George in the number 6 machine with a lap time of 30.157. Congratulations to him. Travis Beaver is going to roll off in second place. Starting third is Tyler Justice in that number 33. Starting fourth is Johnny Cofield. Starting fifth, good old Jim Kaufman in the number 25. Chance Taylor is going to be to his outside. Mike McCarthy is going to roll off in 7th position in that number 69 machine. Dale Kraus in the number 4, going to roll off 8th. Starting 9th is Trey Barnett in the 97. Starting 10th, good old Mark Holyfield in the number 29. Great to see him out here. And then running shotgun on the field, Robert Gibson in the number 3 out of the good old state of Ohio. That's your starting lineup for your qualifying race number 2 here tonight. And we've got 30 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, just as we did in the first qualifying race. Race control will control all cautions here tonight. They do not have any fast repairs, so yeah, we're just going to have to see how this one kind of shakes out. And if these guys start to dice it up a little bit, it was a pretty calm race, the first one, and I think all the guys in that race understood the mission, and once they got themselves into a transfer spot, they just kind of minded their P's and Q's, got to the end, and made sure that they made the main event here tonight at 8 p.m.
Anyway, I'd like to see that number 3 Ford out of Ohio make his way up to the transfer spot.
He was a little off the pace, so yeah, I mean, love to see him make it up there as well. Of course, Nasty's Restaurant and Bar is there in Hilliard, Ohio, so fellow Buckeye here in the race tonight. Hopefully he's able to make it up and do the home state proud.
There we go.
Cars are starting to roll off here. One lap until they take the green flag. Yeah, in this race tonight, we've got a couple of really of our Goat Locker regulars. Travis Beaver's been around for quite a while. Jim Kaufman, I've been racing with us for years and years, and a big mainstay here within Goat Locker Racing. It is awesome to see Mark Holyfield out here as well. Hopefully he has himself a damn good night. Another one of the guys that have been racing with us for quite some time. But it's awesome to see some of these newcomers as well. We've had a lot of people come into the league over the past few months, since the beginning of the year, for the new seasons, and it has been awesome to see as we continue to grow, not only as a racing league here on iRacing, but as a nonprofit as well. We're doing a lot of really great things out there, and this is one of them, raising the money to be able to do another veteran sim rig, and can't wait to see the final results after tonight's race, and then be able to piece this whole thing together and be able to put a racing simulator in a veteran's hands. So awesome stuff here tonight. Going to be an awesome race. This is qualifying race number 2. Pace car is off, and we're getting ready to get underway. Green flag is out. We are off, and both Mike George and Travis Beaver with really good launches as they're going to race side by side down into turn number 1. And right now we've got a car coming off a pit lane, number 69 machine for some reason.
Yeah, that's a bold strategy to start from the pits on a 30-lap shootout. But we'll see how it plays out for Mike McCarthy there. Not sure what happened. And I'll tell you, need to keep our eyes on this Mike
97,
George.
Cofield getting real loose. Everybody trying to check up. And we got cars everywhere. Caution needs to come out. Anybody throw the caution?
It's out. Caution is out.
Caution's out.
All right, cool. Awesome.
And
Caution
hey,
has come
look
out.
at that. Exciting. Lap 1.
As Johnny Cofield is up into the fence. Oh my goodness. And that number 14 machine is absolutely destroyed. Chance Taylor sitting in the pits with no right front tire. Tough night for him. Tough start to this race. Johnny Cofield the same way. That car is completely tore up here tonight.
And that's something we did not see in the first race. So, it's an unfortunate way to not make it into the main.
Derek Kraus also sitting on pit lane with heavy right front damage as well. Back bumper cover missing. So 3 cars involved in this, and all of them with incredibly heavy damage.
As I was saying before the caution came out there, we need to keep our eye on this Mike George in the number 6. This guy is pretty much brand new to iRacing. I think he's been on it for like a month. I got to tell you, I went and watched one of the races he put up on YouTube from Richmond.
Yeah.
And he does not race like a guy that's only been on iRacing for a month. This guy is very smooth on his throttle inputs. Usually you see new people, it's just flat on off, on off. He does a really, really good job. He definitely understands what he's trying to get the car to do. So he may be new, but I got a feeling he's going to pass through here tonight and is liable to make some noise in the main if he does transfer in.
Yeah, good. We'll follow him all night long here as we're working lap number 3. Big wreck on lap number 1. Take out 3 cars right now. Those 3 cars sitting in the pits are the 3 cars that aren't going to transfer at this point in time. So we've got 8 cars left on track, and I think if everybody does the math here a little bit and just kind of, settles into place, they're all going to transfer. Travis Beaver right now leading our field. Mike George running in 2nd place. Tyler Justice in 3rd. There's old Jim Kaufman running in 4th position. Trey Barnett up 4 spots from where he started, running in that 5th position right now. Robert Gibson up 5 spots from where he started, running in 6th. There's Michael McCarthy running in 7th. The gentleman running in that Buc-ee's car. Buc-ee's is awesome. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, go to a Buc-ee's. Find one on the map. Go.
Who's running the Buc-ee's car?
Michael McCarthy.
Michael McCarthy. Let me check that. I think I need to do a
pretty
refresh
sharp.
here on my points. Might have to check that out.
And then Mark Holyfield right now in that last transfer spot in that number 29 machine. So just needs to keep it clean, and all 8 of these drivers are going to transfer to the main event. As we are still working the first caution of the night here tonight.
Yeah, that is definitely a Buc-ee's car. I'm going to tell you, it's so nice to be able to go to a Buc-ee's and get a good sliced brisket sandwich. May not be the best brisket you're ever going to have, but it's pretty good. And it's going to be the same no matter which one you go to.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, the closest one to me is about 3 hours away. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, down there in Kentucky, but luckily over spring break, when we go down to Tennessee for spring break, we always hit it up, and it's pretty awesome. It's just the experience of it all.
Yeah.
All righty, looks like the pace car is going to hang that hard left, and we are going to get back to racing here. They're in the restart zone. Travis Beaver with a great launch here tonight. 33 is going to come along with him. Tyler Justice it looks like Mike George just caught sleeping there a little bit on that restart. Right now, it looks like Robert Gibson has fallen all the way to the back of the field. Again, not quite entirely a bad thing, as all 8 of these drivers right now will transfer into the main event after that big lap 1 wreck took out 3 drivers. Johnny Cofield, Chance Taylor, and Dale Kraus all still sitting on pit road trying to get their cars fixed. Travis Beaver now out to almost a 0.6 of a second lead over Tyler Justice. Mike George got on the back bumper there of Tyler Justice.
Yeah, Tyler running that Marine car, it's pretty slick. I'm sure it's making Chuck Phelps proud as he's watching this race.
I'm sure Chuck's standing at attention saluting right now.
Every time it goes by.
Yep. Knowing that, man, that's 100% what's happening.
Every 30 seconds, Chuck's having to get up.
That's right. Everything looks kind of calm right now. Travis Beaver continues to kind of step away from the field ever so slightly, picking up about a tenth every lap on the field. Everybody else kind of falling in line right now. Robert Gibson and Mark Holyfield have fallen way back at this point in time. Both of those drivers looks like they're just struggling a little bit here. As Robert Gibson gets out of the gas to let Mark Holyfield go by. But both those drivers, I mean, almost 10 seconds behind the leader. Bucky's car running 2 seconds back of the leader right now. Mike McCarthy having himself a good solid day. There's old Trey Barnett running in the number 97 machine, running in 5th. Jim Kaufman in that number 25 running in 4th right now, having himself a solid night. Everything's still the same up front with our top 3 drivers. Mike George running in 3rd, Tyler Justice in 2nd, and Travis Beaver out front. Right now that lead is kind of stabilized, and Tyler's been able to chew into it ever so slightly, though.
Yeah, he's got Mike George right on his bumper, so if Tyler catches Travis, we're going to have a 3-car battle here for the lead.
As we are a third of the way through our race here tonight, working lap number 10 of the 30-lap shootout and the qualifying race number 2 for our Nasties fundraising event that's going to happen at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here tonight on Podium Esports. Be sure to check it out on YouTube and Twitch. You can find all the links on our social media, and if you're a part of the league and in Discord, you can find the links there. If you decide that you don't like social media and all those types of things, which I get it. I don't really get it because social media is just hilarious for no other reason. It's just memes, you know? Lots and lots of memes.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, hey, if you're a non-social media type person, just go to YouTube. Type in the search bar Podium Esports. You'll see it is already there, just waiting for 8 p.m. to get here, so you can go check it out there. Pull it up on the big screen. Grab yourself a bucket of popcorn, a couple cold beers, and we're going to have a hell of a race here tonight. I don't even know if popcorn and beer go well together. It's usually like popcorn and pretzels or something, right? Or
Right.
beer and pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer, cheese, and pretzels.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There you go.
I think it's safe to say beer goes well with anything.
Yeah. I mean, if we sit here and really thought about it, though, I mean, I could think of something. I mean, beer and cereal. Well, never mind. We've all been there.
And
That
breakfast
sounds
beer.
like an 80s movie.
Yeah, we've all been there. I mean, you take some good Miller Lite and pour it over some Captain Crunch, man. I mean, it's dreamy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I said that out loud. My bad.
Two races into this return to the booth, and it's already turned into this.
I know.
Yeah, I just wrote down the word dreamy and to remind myself not to use it.
Smart. Smart. All right, back to the race here. Working lap number 14 of 30. Tyler Justice and Mike George keep just clipping away at the lead that Travis Beaver has. It is now under half a second, so this thing is far from over as we're coming up to the halfway point. Travis Beaver using a little bit of a higher line as he's going through turns 3 and 4 there.
Kind of reminiscent of old Trevor McManus, who's not going to be here tonight. I guess he's out racing RC cars this weekend. So, but Trevor usually is the one running that high line in 3 and 4 here at Vegas, and usually does quite well with it.
Yeah, I mean, we always know when we go to some of these races, if there's a high line, that's exactly where Trevor McManus is going to be. We definitely got some guys in the league that, you know, enjoy running the wall. I am not one of them. Matter of fact, you know, when we had the Xfinity race at Kansas, I was like, son of a gun, the race line is going to be the high line. And didn't have a whole lot of fun that night. As they continue to chip away, Travis Beaver it's now down to almost 0.3 of a second. The rest of the field right now is kind of spaced themselves out. I mean, this top three are within about a half a second of each other. Jim Kaufman right now running 2.5 seconds back. He's got Mike McCarthy within touch of him in that Bucky's machine. So those two guys kind of in close contact. And then we've got the two at the back that are 17 and 18 seconds back. There's Mark Holyfield running in 7th position. And Robert Gibson running back in 8th position. Looks like Chance Taylor is rolling off of pit road. Maybe? Nope. I don't see him at this point in time. So we'll head back up front and check in on our leaders. He is disconnected from the race. So still 2 guys sitting on pit road. Chance Taylor is disconnected from the race. Tough night for those 3 gentlemen with that lap 1 wreck.
Yeah, I was unfortunate. Kind of surprised to see that after we saw, the last race go green to checker with no issues at all.
Yeah.
No one even getting really close to each other. Kind of surprised to see that happen so early here, but that's part of racing.
Yeah, and right now it doesn't matter what anybody does in this field. Even if they wreck out, they will transfer over. So we have our 8 transfer drivers here. As the laps continue down, we're coming up on lap number 20 of our scheduled 30. So coming up on the final 10 laps here tonight. And race number 2 of these qualifiers before the main event kicks off at 8 p.m.
And Tyler Justice is really running that high line. I mean, he's up against the wall. He's not running just a lane or 2 up off the bottom. He is rim riding, doing Tyler Reddick type stuff right now.
Yeah, the gap is kind of widening again between Travis, Tyler, and Mike. Mike's kind of fallen back a little bit there. Tyler's kind of fallen back a little bit. I don't know if Travis was, just playing a little Tyler, a little tire save, and then saw the guys getting closer to him and decided to step it back out. But he is starting to pull back away from those 2 drivers. As we take a look out the back of the number 114 machine. Some really cool camera angles that iRacing provides for us. This is one of the coolest ones, I think. And that we can also take a look off of the nose of the number 33 machine. As we can see, Travis Beer just pulling away again. He's stretched it back out to 0.7 of a second. As the laps continue to tick down here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in this second qualifying race.
Yeah, it's getting time to wrap this thing up and get ready for that main event tonight. It's going to go live on Podium Esports at 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm super looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be one of the most stacked fields we've ever put together for a race. 36 drivers going to enter into this race. And we haven't seen, some of the best. All our past champions and race winners were already locked into this event. So when we get into this thing, it's going to be a dogfight. We got a lot of fast drivers. We're putting everybody behind the wheel of these Xfinity cars. And I think we've got a custom setup by Premier. Is that right?
Absolutely. They've provided all of our setups for the truck series this season. They've all been great. Last night at Darlington, that's probably the best handling truck I've ever really had at Darlington. So yeah, Premier Racing Setups is providing that setup for the main event race. So, these guys might think they're getting some extra practice in running these qualifying races, but they haven't seen that setup yet. So be a little bit different come to Maine, different weather settings, different setup. Going to be the same thing, though. No fast repair and a whole lot more laps. So you're really going to have to take care of your car to get to the end tonight.
Yeah, it's just going to make for a great time for sure. A lot of strategy is going to come into play, just all over the map with some of those different types of things. As well, he's just limping the car around. It looks like I'm not sure what the heck's going. Well, he's just banged off the wall again. He is now sideways. Just go ahead and just limp it around, buddy. You'll be fine. No need for. There you go. All right, Robert Gibson is towed. He knows he's transferring in, but that car is all tore up. Not 100% sure what happened to him, but as he towed back to pit lane, the race continues here as we're getting down to the final couple laps here. Travis Beaver now out to a 1 second lead. Tyler Justice running in second. Mike George in third still, but it looks like that Bucky's
he's under
machine
fire. Yep.
is flying right now as he is coming up to challenge for that third position.
We're gonna see some Bucky nuggets come out of side that window there as he passes Mike George here. He's gonna be throwing some of that stuff out.
Those things are delicious.
They are. Stick to your teeth a little too much though, but they are good.
Ah,
They're kind of like potato chips. You just can't eat one, you know.
no, you can't. And I don't remember what they kind of remind me of the old cereal Sugar Smacks. Obviously a lot bigger, but the taste of them. If anybody
Right.
remembers Sugar Smacks.
Yes.
I know we're old. All right, as the laps continue to wind down here, these two battling it out for the third position. Everything's still the same up front. Travis Beaver continues to lead by about a second right now. Tyler Justice running in that second position. And again, the transfer drivers have locked in. It's going to be Travis Beaver, Tyler Justice, Mike George, Mike McCarthy, Jim Kaufman, Trey Barnett, Mark Holyfield, and Robert Gibson, all transferring out of this race to the main event. White flag is out. Final lap here tonight in the qualifying races here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Travis Beaver with a comfortable lead should easily bring this thing home.
Good for Travis, man, because he, I gotta be honest, he made it into the race tonight, but he sent his money in knowing that it wasn't a very good likelihood he would even be home in time to race.
Yeah.
But he still just supported us. So, good for him. Come in here at the last minute, jump into the car and pull off a win. That's good stuff right there.
Hell yeah, it is.
And Mike McCarthy did get by Mike George there for that third spot. So,
Good for him.
yeah.
Congratulations to all the drivers that transferred out of both qualifying races here tonight. Again, just such a tough break, for Johnny Cofield, Chance Taylor, and Dale Kraus in that lap one wreck. And, it's just tough because none of them could get the cars repaired. They were all just destroyed, which is, kind of odd a little bit that they all got destroyed like that, but none of those cars be able to make repairs and get back on track. So those three will be going home here this evening. And if Travis Beaver can figure out how to do a burnout, oh, there he goes. Maybe. There it is. Come on, man. Got to put on a show for the audience. Your race winner here tonight, Travis
Absolutely.
Beaver in that number 114. Again, there's the finishing positions of everybody here tonight. Again, 8 drivers transferred over, so we'll wait to see if Tyler or if Travis Beaver kind of jumps up. We'll do a quick interview with him, and then everything is going to go over to Podium Esports starting at 8 p.m. So again, you can tune into YouTube or Twitch, either one. Find Podium Esports, and you will see the link to our race, so you can watch tonight. There will be plenty of chances to continue to donate as well. Again, our goal is to raise $2,500 so we can put another sim rig with a veteran. So again, plenty of chances to donate, plenty of chances to still be involved. We'll probably end up doing some giveaways and all kinds of crazy stuff. So stay tuned. We appreciate everybody's love and support for sure. But let's talk to our race winner, Travis Beaver. Hey, Travis, Pat and JB up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yo, hey guys.
Yo.
That's pretty cool.
What, my version of yo? What was cool?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, thanks, man. I
Winning
appreciate that, man. That's pretty cool.
Winning
You know
that
what else
race,
is pretty
winning
cool?
that race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you winning. That was
So,
pretty cool.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited.
You sound excited. All right,
So,
moving on. All right, man. I'm gonna stop messing with you. But man, hey, man, awesome to have you back here racing with us, man. It's been a while since I got a chance to race with you. But watching tonight's race, it's the Travis Bieber of old, out front almost all night long, leading this race and bringing home the win. So take us through your race here tonight and how you were able to get that 114 machine in victory lane.
yeah. No, well, I messed up before we even started. I thought practice started a lot later than it actually did. So I only practiced for 3 minutes and went out, spun out twice, and I thought, okay, I got that out of my system. Let's go out and race. And put down a good qualifying lap. Got the lead there on the start, and just tried to. It's tough when you're leading, trying to know how hard to push and how much to save. So I just tried to run my own pace there, and it worked out. And started kind of pulling away a little bit there towards the end, and happy to be in the main for sure.
Well, Travis, congratulations on the win. I was telling Pat a few minutes ago during the broadcast that you didn't even know if you'd be able to make it tonight, but you sent your money in anyways just to support what we're doing here, whether you got to race or not. So I'm super glad that you were able to make it. My fault. I don't know what happened with this race being set up. Practice was supposed to launch at 5:45. Don't know why it didn't, but so I'm glad you were able to make it in, and obviously the 3 minutes of practice didn't hurt you at all. So yeah, man. How many laws did you break trying to get home in time for this?
Oof, not too many, not too many. So we were actually at a racetrack up here, and it started raining around 3 o'clock, and I was like, you know what, I think I might actually make it home to to do this. So no, I'm happy to get the win. Excited to race with you guys in the main. Like Pat said, schedules have been busy with kids, so I haven't been able to race as much, but I'm excited to get back out on the track with the Goat Locker guys, and especially for a good cause like this. So.
Well, man, like I said, it's great to see you back on track. Can't wait for the main event so we can hopefully do a little door-to-door racing here tonight. So you got 30 laps of practice in. So what do you think, man? And what do you think your shot is at the main event? How comfortable are you? How was the car driving?
Car was pretty stable. Got a little loose there towards the end of the run. I'm sure you guys caught that on the broadcast when I went broad sliding out of turn 4 with about 10 to go or so. Got a little looser than I expected. So, I think managing the rear tires is going to be key in the main. And if you can do that and be quick, I think that'll be key to finishing well. So, I'll be looking to, try to save a little bit more probably during the main. I think you got some really fast guys in there. So a lot of times if I can kind of differentiate my strategy a little bit that way, that can work out for me pretty well. So.
That was your cue again, Jamie.
Oh, sorry. We haven't done this in a while. We're all out of practice. All right, Travis. Well, man, again, I'm super stoked you got pulled off this win. You get to transfer to Maine. You don't owe us anything more for that. So, congratulations on winning that free entry there. Anybody you'd like to thank? Any shout outs, sponsors?
I'll shout you guys out. Appreciate everything you guys are doing, both for the league and for this Veterans for Life Foundation. I think it's a great cause. Shout out the league sponsors right now: Roofing, Jam, Printing and Design, and then where's your fundraiser at tonight? Is it Nasty's Restaurant and Bar?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I will shout them out too. I think that's so cool that you guys have a place that is going to broadcast this iRacing race tonight. So to me, that's a really cool thing. It just kind of shows where iRacing's at, even in the mainstream world. So, and I'm looking forward to running with my Rebels teammates and Bandits teammates tonight. So we're excited to get this thing going.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, we're excited to get it going too. I'm super excited to see these Rebels and Bandits at the back of the field, so that'll be cool too as well. So, nah, man, good luck tonight. Awesome win here, and we'll see you in the main event, Travis.
All right, guys. Good luck to you guys too. Take care.
All right, thanks, man.
All righty, Jamie. Well, that's it. Qualifying races are over. We
That's
get
all
a
right.
little bit of a break here. We're gonna
Yep.
go grab some, not together because you're in Florida and I'm in Indiana, but I want to clarify that. But we'll go grab some dinner. Practice opens up at 7 p.m. for us, so we're gonna get behind the wheel of our Right Now Roofing Chevy Camaros and see
Right.
what we could do. And then Ryan Pendleton, who's kind of, you know, he spoke every now and again. Maybe I should have cued him a little bit more. Ryan Pendleton's going to be in the Nasty's restaurant and bar. I think he's driving a Ford, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in that number 23 Mustang.
Ugh. All
Well,
right.
he was almost in a
I'm at
Camaro
Ford.
because
You know I'm at a Ford.
I know.
I got
you are.
about halfway through his paint and realized I was putting it on a Camaro. I was like, oh crap, I got to start over. So he was almost in a Camaro, but yeah,
That's all right. We
he'd
like
have gone faster in a Camaro.
Probably. Nah, we still like him anyway. But now, I mean, Ryan's going to be in Nasty's car tonight, so hopefully Ryan has a really good run. I think we're going to have a couple guys running some logos and whatnot on their cars as well. So again, everybody, please tune in at 8 p.m. tonight. If you want to, there's a lot of QR codes you can go scan to continue to help us raise the funds that we're raising at this point in time. Thanks for tuning in and watching these qualifying races. Congratulations to the 16 drivers that have moved on to the main event, and we will see everybody at 8 p.m. Again, Podium Esports. Go to YouTube. You can type it in the search bar. You'll find us. Same thing with Twitch. We'll see you at 8 p.m.